Hello guys, someoneice here and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase. And today I decided to go over 3 mods since they're all together kind of like a bundle thing. It's called the Farmer's Delight, the Coffee Delight, and the Pineapple Delight. And as the name suggests, this is a farming mod and includes new items, well, new seeds and foods that you can eat. Let's get started. So around your world, you'll find this plant. I recorded this video but I didn't like it, so I'm redoing it again. In this mod, you will find different plants. You will find the sea beets, the sandy shroot, the wild cabbage, the wild onion, tomato shroot, the wild carrot, I already got that one, and the wild potato. These are all the plants that appear on the base game, well, in the base mode called Farmer's Delight. Now then, the Pineapple Delight brings in pineapples, the wild pineapple crop, into the world that you can actually plant in your once you harvest them. Also, the Coffee's Delight will bring in the sweet berry one, and the sweet berry one can give you 2 things. You can either right click it and you'll get the coffee berries, or you can use some bone meal, and if you bone meal it all the way to the end. Hey, how did I get those berries from? What? Okay, I have no idea, but I used to be able to get sweet berries from these plants, the coffee plants, but now they only give me coffee and these are the sweet berry plants. I know, I'm losing my mind. Anyway, I should have recorded that one time. Okay, whatever. Moving on. To farm your seeds that you will get from these plants that you will find around the world, or you can find them in chests all around the world. Also, once you have them, you want to put them in this soil. So you want to make rich soil farmland, which you make by creating an organic compost block, which is crafted like this. And you need some straw, and the straw you acquire it by using a knife on anything that's leafy. So grass, you can cut grass with it, and eventually, if I'm in survival, you might be able to get some straw from it. So once you have your block, your organic block, then you're going to put it on the ground and you're going to wait for it to turn into a rich soil. And it's just going to take some time for it to turn into it, but you can actually put some mushrooms on top of it to help it along the way, so it'll grow faster. It'll start to turn into this soil faster. Once it turns into this soil, you can use a hoe to hoe it, and then you can have a rich soil farmland. Now then, for the next thing, there's also these signs that the mod brings in, and there are different colors. This is how you create them. You get 3 on each sign, and then you can make different colors like the regular signs, so you can use the dye to change some colors. That's pretty nice. One more thing is that rice needs to be planted on water, like so. So it has to be on a 1 block deep of water. It won't let you plant it anywhere else. So if you try to click it on normal grass, it won't let you. You have to actually put it on soil that's on the water, like so. Now then, let's go down to my little cafe so I can show you guys the foods and the drinks the mods bring in. So this is the cafe that I made for presentation purposes. And this is a tatami mat that the mod actually also brings in. And this is a tatami mat. This is how you make it. And you want to create the tatami block first. And this is how you make the tatami block. And the canvas you create it by using straw, like so. So that's pretty neat too. So before we go over here, let's come to the little cellar. And this is where other things that I want to show you guys also. So when you get the ingredients, you can actually combine them if you wanted to for placement blocks like this. You can combine them and you can get these crates that you can place in your world for aesthetic purposes. There's one for each kind of plant that you can harvest. There's rice and a bag of rice, which they're different. This is the rice and this is the bag of rice. That's how you make them. And there's one more thing right here, the straw bale, and this is how you make it also. Also, you can create these safety nets, and this is how you craft them with rope, and the rope is crafted like with straw. And the rope, you can place them like this. You can actually make leads with straw. So if I grab some straw, it's pretty neat because you used to not be able to make leads, but this adds the ability to make them. And I go to a crafting table, then you place them like this and you get a lead. So that's pretty neat. The safety nets, actually, if you fall on top of them, they will delete the damage, so you won't get any fall damage as long as you fall on top of them. So if you're doing your construction or something like that and you want to be safe and not take any damage or die, you can put them on the ground like this, and then if you fall down, you won't take any damage. They also added these baskets, and this is how you create them. And they're able to store items as much as inventory, so that's pretty neat also. They also have these cabinets, and they have one for each type of wood. They have as much storage space as your inventory. And let's see what else from this room. Nothing else. So we'll grab a knife because we'll need that. These are the different vegetables that you can acquire and grains. And it's a fried egg also that is brings in by the mod. And I'll show you guys how to fry eggs in a second. So now we come over here where I have all the different recipes that you can make. You can actually grab an egg. Where did I put it? Grab an egg. Poop. You grab an egg, and you put it in the pan that you craft like so, the skillet. And you have to place them on top of the stoves, which you craft like this. And then if you put an egg on top of it, it'll start sizzling. You'll see it, you'll hear it. And then after a little bit, a cooked egg will pop out. Or there you go, right here. Fried egg. And you can eat it or you can use it as ingredients for other recipes. There's also these cuts that you get from the regular items that you use on your cutting board to create. And for instance, you get the pumpkin slice, the cabbage leaf, the minced meat, the raw chicken cut, the bacon, raw bacon, the raw cut salmon slice, the raw salmon what? The raw salmon slice, the raw mutton chops, and the ham. The ham, you actually have to kill a pig while carrying a knife. So when you kill a pig with a knife, you have a small chance of acquiring some ham. Then you get the coffee bean. The coffee bean, you get it for the coffee plant. And you'll find that in the world. And then once you have the coffee bean, you have to cook it in a furnace. You can use tree bark, which actually you get from logs, and you can use an axe on the cutting board, and then you get some tree bark and your slice of the stripped dark oak. So that's pretty neat also. And then once you have your cooked bean, you use this for coffee. Now then, you get the wheat dough that's actually created from wheat and an egg or water. And once you have some, you want to grab it, put it on your chopping cutting board, and this is how you make it. And you use a knife, you right click. Oh, why did I put an egg? Why is there an egg there? Put the cutting board, you grab this thing, you put it on the thing, and then you right click it, and then you get some raw pasta, which you're going to be using for cooking. Now I'm gonna go over the food, and these are all the foods that the mods bring in. So there's quite a lot. So we'll start with these ones. This is the pie crust, the apple pie, the sweet berry cheesecake, the chocolate pie, the slice of cake, which you actually get from a regular cake and you chop it up and you get some slices. So this way you can carry around and not have to just place a cake and leave it there. So it's pretty nice. Then there's a slice of apple pie, which you get from these recipes. There's a slice of this one, the chocolate pie, the sweet berry cookie, the honey cookie, the melon popsicle, the fruit salad, and it gives you regeneration for 5 seconds. The mixed salad, which gives you regeneration for 5 seconds also. The nether salad, like this. The barbecue on a stick. The egg sandwich. The chicken sandwich. The hamburger. The bacon sandwich. The mouton wrap. The stuffed potato. The salmon roll. The cod roll. The kelp roll. The kelp roll slice. The bacon and eggs, which gives you nourishment for 1 minute, and the roasted mouton chop, which gives you nourishment for 5 minutes. Then we have these other recipes: the glowberry custard, which you actually need to use the pot to make, and this is a cooking pot, and this is how you craft it. You can actually put it also on top of a fireplace, and you can use it for cooking, or you can put it on top of the stove. Now then, we have the dumplings, the cabbage rolls, the bone broth. It gives you comfort. This gives you comfort for 30 seconds and 1 minute for the bone broth. The beef stew, which gives you comfort for 3 minutes. The chicken stew gives you comfort for 5 minutes. The vegetable soup, which gives you comfort for 3. The fish stew, it gives you comfort for around 3 minutes also. The fried rice, the fried rice, comfort for 5 minutes. The pumpkin soup, comfort for 5 minutes. The cooked cod stew, comfort for 5 minutes. The noodle soup, comfort for 5 minutes. The pasta and meatballs, which gives you nourishment for 3 minutes. The pasta and mouton chop, which gives you comfort for 3 minutes. The mushroom rice, which gives you comfort for 3 minutes. The vegetable noodle, which gives you comfort for 5 minutes. And the ratatouille, which gives you nourishment for 1 minute. And there's also the sweet ink pasta, which gives you comfort for nourishment for 5 minutes. There's also the stuffed pumpkin, the bowl of stuffed pumpkin, which you get from the stuffed pumpkin while you have a bowl on your hand. So you place it. This is a stuffed pumpkin. You place it in your world, and then you grab with a bowl, a serving. There's also the dog bowl. There's also the dog food, which you can feed to your tame wolves, and it'll give them speed for 5 minutes, strength for 5 minutes, and resistance for 5 minutes. And this is the recipe. There's also hot cocoa and apple cider. There's your absorption for 1 minute, and hot cocoa clears one harmful effect from you. Next, we have the whole meals. These meals you can actually place in your world. So you grab one, let me put it here, and you can put them in your world like, not this one. Roasted chicken, this. You can put it in the world like this. So there's the stew and potatoes, the grilled salmon, the roasted chicken, the plate of roasted chicken, which comes from here. It gives you nourishment for 5 minutes. The honey glazed ham, and the plate of honey glaze, which comes from this one, and it gives you nourishment for 5 minutes. The shepherd's pie, which is made like this, and it gives you can grab the plate of shepherd's pie from this one. It gives you nourishment for 5 minutes. And the rice roll medley, which is done like this. And the horse feed is also created, and you can give that to your horses, your tame horses, tame mounts, and their speed will increase by 2, and the jump boost, they will get a jump boost for 5 minutes each. And then there's the melon juice, melon juice, which gives you minor instant health. There's a milk bottle, which creates 1 effect, and the egg. The egg was for purposes of showing you guys how to use the skillet, but I already showed that, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, move on. Then the Coffee Delights brings in these different recipes, which is a coffee pie, which comes from the coffee pie, which is created like this, and you can grab a slice. And there's a quiche. Why are you so dumb? It's pronounced quiche slice, which is created like this. And there's a waffle cookie, the coffee waffle cookie, and the berries waffle cookies, which are created like so. And then the Pineapple Delights brings in these recipes, which is a pineapple pie, which you create like this. Unique Cruster, which you create like this. You get a slice from this one, and then the pineapple juice is crafted like this. There's the pineapple fried rice, which is created like this. The pineapple mix shake, which is created like that, and the pineapple ice cream, which is created like this. And that's all the recipes that you'll be needing for these 3 mods. And some of them you can place them in your world as really good set pieces, really nice. Now then, we have the last mod, which is the Coffee Delights mod. The Coffee Delights mod brings in a lot of different coffees, which I didn't place in the world. Of course I didn't place. There's all these coffees, which you can make by using either these different items, which is the cucumela pot, or the mocha pot, and the turkey pot. Or you can also use the Mr. Clever for the regular coffee, which create like this. This is Mr. Clever. The cucumela pot is crafted like so. You'll need the top and the bottom, which is created like this and like this. And then you want to use the mocha pot. It's created like this, like so, and like so. And then there's the turkey pot, which is created like this. You'll need these 2 pieces. This is created like that, and this one's created like this. Once you have it, you want to grab your coffee. Where are you? My coffee. And some cups. The cups are created like this, or they're created like these ones also. So there's the mug and the cap. So these are the recipes for the mug and the cap. So once you have your coffee, which you grated, you need flour, and once you have the cooked bean, you put it in your cutting board, and then you get the coffee flour. Once you have the flour, you can either put it in a crafting table and use the Mr. Clever and a cap to get regular black coffee, or you can use one of these ones that you crafted, and you right click it. Where did my coffee go? You right click it and give it a couple minutes. You'll start seeing some smoke coming out of the model. There we go. Right click it, and then you get a cup. In this case, I got a cup of double espresso coffee, and each one of them gives you a different one. So I'll let you guys try it out also. But if you wait too long, so if you right click it and then you wait too long, it'll start smoking a lot like this. Then you right click it and then you get a scorching coffee, which will actually give you a debuff if you intake it. So from that mod, there's only these 3 different ones that will give you a buff or a debuff. For these purposes, I'll just grab the max. They give you the same buffs, just maybe a little bit difference of times. So if you eat the waffle, the coffee waffle cookie, it'll give you night vision, speed, and haste. If you eat the berry waffle cookie, it'll give you regeneration. If you drink the mag of turkey coffee, it'll give you speed for 30 seconds, and the mag of scorching coffee will give you bad omen, and hunger. So if you ever want to start a raid, you can just burn a cup of coffee and then drink it, and then you'll be able to do this to start the raid. And then lastly, we have the mag of cappuccino, and this one gives you speed 2 and haste 2. And there's some recipes from the coffee, before I forget, that you'll need to use the cooking pot for it. So after turkey coffee, you can start combining them to get the different ones for these ones. So the cappuccino, the americano, the macchiato, the coffee with milk, won't show me the recipe, the iced coffee, the iced mocha, the iced cappuccino, the iced americano, the iced mojito, the cup of cocoa, and the cup of iced cocoa, and the cup of scorching coffee, which we already saw. You guys didn't need to see that. Anyway, you can actually also place them in your world for aesthetic purposes if you want to create a little cafe like I have. But this is all for this mod, and I hope I didn't forget anything. I hope this one's better than the first take that I took. Hope you guys liked it. Hope if you did like it, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit a like. It really helps. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh man, this is such a mess.